It's two dudes with attitudes, a wrestling podcast with Ryan Enjoys Wrestling and MWO. And we are doing our WWE Saturday night's main event prediction show. That's right, it's a special edition for all of you who are going to be tuning into Saturday night's main event. Ryan, this event's a little uneventful, but it's because we do have Clash in Italy coming up soon, so they didn't want to go all out. But I like that there's a lot of women showcasing. We got some secondary titles showcasing. I'm good with that. So you ready to predict this show? What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like the WWE, they kind of thrive when there's not a lot of build for a show like this one, and when there's not a lot of star power on this show. So I have a feeling that this show might be sneakily pretty good. I think we might see some, like you said, we're going to see a lot of women. We're going to see the mid-card championships being elevated, and we're going to see some tag team wrestling, which is rare in the WWE. So yeah, I'm stoked for this. I am. I think it should be a good show for sure.
All right. Well, you know what that means. Let's hit that music. Let's go.
Two dudes with attitudes, let's go. It's the two dudes and our attitudes ruthless, aggressively speaking, so let's do this. We're riding, didn't they here to get your attention? A 5-star broadcast, shit. Start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E. The two dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat. Get the point, yeah, it's on, time to lock in. Listen to the podcast where they get it poppin'.
That's right. So, it's so funny because when Saturday night's main event first started, it was all about, the big deal. You had Hulk Hogan against King Kong or something like that. You always had like a Hogan versus somebody. I remember he wrestled Bad News Brown. You would at least have like a main guy. And then, you had the Rick Rudes and you had all those secondary guys who were now Hall of Famers. But at that time, we're kind of in the middle of the pack and you showcase them. So I like where Saturday night's main event's headed. But I do think they should have at least had one, like we're CM Punk. We can't it doesn't need to be a title fight, but let's at least, let's have somebody in it. And then all the other matches I'm good with. But I'm not going to complain. It's going to be 95% commercial breaks anyway. So even though it's on Peacock, and I think it's only on Peacock, right? Not on NBC at all, correct?
Yeah, as far as I don't know anymore. I don't know if it's only on NBC and not on Peacock, or if it's on Peacock and not on NBC. I can't remember which one.
No, right there. Streaming on Peacock, dude. I think it's only on Peacock.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, that would make sense. But I thought for some reason they lost their deal with Peacock, and that's why NXT got taken off.
No. Only Saturday night's main event. That is Saturday night's main event, and Shawn Michael biographies are the only things allowed on Peacock now. So
there you go.
I'm so glad I pay $16 or $15 a month to have. I mean, I watch other things. I watch 2.5 Man. I watch other shows.
Yeah, I mean, I watch it for other stuff too. But but for some reason, I thought they lost their deal with Peacock when NXT went to YouTube for their PLEs. But it should be an exciting show. I do think the WWE, I really hope, I feel like in 2025, they kind of fell into the trap of having too many events at one time.
Yes.
Like this, we just completed Friday Night SmackDown tonight, and then tomorrow there's Saturday night's main event. Then next week there's Clash in Italy, and then in a few weeks we have Night of Champions, and then in a few weeks after that we have, whatever. And then like, I really hope that this is a Saturday night's main event, and then we have Clash in Italy, and then we don't have an event every other week or something, just because it's too much. And I think as you can see from the quality of this card, some events are going to suffer because of that. So I want them to kind of spread these out a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I agree. And I just had a conversation with Patrick about that, about how we were both big UFC guys, and we were talking about how UFC is just not what it used to be because it's so oversaturated. And it was so nice back in the days. You had a pay-per-view, even when it was once a month, it felt big, it felt important, it felt like, and now it just doesn't, because there's so many, it's on every week, and you can't build stars that way. You build stars off of having them build their characters in between these pay-per-views, and they can't fight because fighters are going to lose. This is real life, right? So you can't really build. Conor McGregor was doing his damn thing because he fought every once in a while, 2-3 times a year. He knocked people out really quickly. He had all the time in the world to build his personality. And I feel like WWE, you don't want to get there either. And when did UFC become that? When they got taken over by TKO, and now WWE is owned by TKO. So I do worry about that it's going to become kind of in that scenario, which hopefully not. I mean, they're bringing back live events, so what does that say? And that's only because it's like, come to a live event, so you don't have to pay a lot for tickets. And it's like, I don't want to go. You don't even have entrances at live events. I want to go to a live event.
I mean, like, let's be honest. Is Roman Reigns going to be at a live event?
Absolutely not. No.
I mean, Cody Rhodes will be there, but is he going to wrestle? You know what I mean? Like, are your top guys going to, if they're in a WrestleMania feud, are you going to have CM Punk wrestling at a live event? No, because you don't want to run the risk of injury. So
it's going to be
live
event.
Yeah, live events are great to give them, like, to kind of build a character or build a rapport with the crowd or something along those lines. But they're not. I mean, you're not going to get there for star power.
No, for sure not. For sure. All right, well, let's see. But let's get started. We got 5 matches. We're starting off big. This is a huge. Oh wait, it's a non-title match between Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruca. Sol Ruca cannot win a match if her life was on the line. Who do you got?
I think there's a reason this match is non-title, because I think Sol Ruca's gonna get her win on Becky Lynch, but I think Becky Lynch obviously she's gonna keep her championship and continue her reign as Intercontinental Champion. And I think maybe eventually Sol Ruca will take the title off of her, because she got one on her, and now she's going to want the title in the next one, and they're going to continue this feud. But I think Sol Ruca gets the win here, but Becky Lynch continues her reign as champion, obviously.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go with some kind of like Sol Ruca can't win. She's going to keep trying and this and that and keep losing and finally get there. But if she loses this match, why would she even be considered for a title match after that? So I think she's going to find some kind of way where she's kind of getting beat up the whole way, and then out of nowhere, Soul Snatcher, fluky win, you know what I mean? And then Becky Lynch will continue on. But the thing is, we did this before, right? We did this with, homegirl who's not around anymore, and we did this with, I feel like Becky Lynch just kind of AJ Lee, didn't she do it the same way? She beat her a couple times and got the IC title shot. So it is what it is. But yeah, it'll be a hot opener. Becky Lynch and Sol Ruca are going to tear the house down. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, kind of weird. Yeah, I got Sol.
Yeah, I do think this match would be highly entertaining, and it could be match of the night if they do everything right, because Sol Ruca is that girl and Becky Lynch is that girl. So
yeah,
it should be a fun match for sure.
All right. Remember, Ryan tries to predict this in the right order, so we'll see.
I don't think I'm going to get this one right, because
this is tough, because you got no freebies on this one.
Yeah, and you never know what WWE is going to do.
That is true, because this could be an event for some reason. But we got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa. It could. And Alexa Bliss versus Jade Cargill, Michin and B-Fab. This is the only match I'm kind of iffy about, because I've watched Friday Night SmackDown tonight, but I missed like the last 50 minutes. So I don't know. I saw what happened here, so I kind of have a guess. But who do you got winning?
I'm going to go. I think WWE is trying to continue this feud between Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill for some reason, and Rhea Ripley already has the win over Jade, so I'm actually going to go with the heels. I think Jade Cargill and her team, B-Fab and Michin, are going to get the win, and I think Alexa Bliss is going to take the pin, and maybe this sets up the potential breakup between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, but it continues the feud between Jade and Rhea, or we continue a women's tag team feud, because the women's tag team division right now is doing a hell of a lot better than the men's, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss can continue to feud with B-Fab and Michin. Maybe they win the tag team titles back in the future or something. I don't know, but long story short, I think Jade Cargill and her team are going to get the win here.
Here's the thing, right? Rhea and Jade are about to have a match at Clash in Italy, the rematch from WrestleMania. So I feel like Jade and team have to get the victory. And I think if they're going to do it right, they got to have Jade pin Rhea. I just think that makes more sense, because Rhea already pinned Jade. And if Jade pins Alexa or Charlotte, does that really mean anything for their rematch? Come at
Protects
Clash.
Rhea
So,
though. Yeah.
yeah, but she doesn't need to be protected because something else can happen. Alexa Bliss can mess up, Charlotte can get in the way, and it costs Rhea the match. But yeah, so I think Jade needs to pin Rhea. But I got Jade and them winning Michin and B-Fab no matter what. So yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah, we're in full on agreement.
Well, let's see if we agree here because it's Ryan's two favorite wrestlers, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, versus the Street Profits, who I guess have sex at the same time because both their women are pregnant. Who do you got winning?
I think the Street Profits will eventually win the tag team championships, but I don't see it happening here. I think this feud will continue because there's no tag teams in the WWE. So if the Street Profits beat the Vision, who's next for them to feud with? Who do they go after? I mean, Penta and Ray Phoenix, you're going to put them together? Like, who are you going to have them feud with? There's really no tag teams in WWE. You know, Alpha Academy just got squashed by Obafemi. Los Garza is dead because of Obafemi. So where are all the tag teams at the moment? You could get Ethan Page and Rusev, sure, but no, they're going to continue this feud. And so I think Logan Paul and Austin Theory will find a way, whether it's cheating to win or they win by disqualification or they do something like that. But I'm going to go Logan Paul and Austin Theory retain their tag team titles over the Street Profits.
All right. Well, we're 3 for 3 because I think the same thing. I just don't see them winning at Saturday Night's Main Event. I see a title change happening. I just don't see it here. They have to have some kind of big moment. I think Braun Breaker gets involved. I would love for Bronson Reed, but I think something will happen. But yeah, or even Seth freaking Rollins comes out to break up Braun Breaker interfering and costing the Street Profits the match because it looks like that's where we're going. I can see that probably happening as I just said it. So yeah, but nonetheless, division retain. Move on.
That's a good point. I could see Seth Rollins interfering somehow and thinking he's helping the Street Profits, and Montez Ford gets all pissy with him like he's been doing. And then somehow in that way, like D'Angelo gets scooped up for a pin, and then Montez Ford is even more mad at Seth Rollins and they'll continue that whole story too. So I could see that as well.
In the match of the night, we got Brie Bella and Paige, probably the worst tag team in the history of the world. It looks like they wrestle in uber slow motion versus the Irresistible Forces trying to get their titles back. I thought Brie and Paige should have lost the Judgment Day. I don't know why they didn't, but here we are. Who do you got winning?
I think Brie and Paige are going to continue their championship reign. I think they're gonna. Yeah, I love the Irresistible Forces. I love Nia Jax. I love Lash Legend. I thought they had a great reign as women's tag team champions. But I think, like you said, man, they didn't put the titles on the Judgment Day when the Judgment Day were red hot for some reason, and I think it's because they want this pairing of Brie Bella and Paige to continue going. So I think eventually they'll lose, and I think the other Bella will be the one that costs Paige, and then or they're going to turn on Paige. Nikki will cost Paige, and we'll have that feud, or Brie will turn on Paige after they lose the titles, and they'll have that solo feud. But right now, they're going to keep the tag team titles, and then when they do turn, it'll be a nice little surprise.
Yeah, I'm actually going to agree with you. I got Brie Bella and Paige, and Judgment Day can still win them back, hopefully. But, I mean, the Irresistible Forces already had it. Giving it back to them doesn't really do much for the division. Might as well keep it on these two, even though they're like, dude, this Divas division coming back has not looked good, bro. I know they're older and such, but AJ didn't look good. They're not looking good. And I love all of them. I love them all. I'll marry Paige. That's how much I love her, but they have not looked good.
Paige, I'm going to be honest, man. Like, everyone was super excited about her coming back to WWE. I didn't think she should have come back in AEW. I didn't think she looked all that great there. I think the neck, like that neck injury, I think
100%.
I think it messed with her, obviously, because she missed time from the ring. But I also think it's messed with her psyche. I think she's afraid to take a big bump. Every time she does take a bump, I'm like, oh my god, like that looks like she's like because. But I think it's messed with her speed. I think it's messed with her like she's not the same wrestler that she was, and I think she's trying to be careful so that she doesn't. And I think it's messing with her in the ring for sure.
And honestly, Brie Bella was never really that great in the ring.
No.
She used to get
Yeah.
clowned when she was in her prime. So,
Yeah. No.
All right. Oh, and look what he thinks. The
That's
guy
right. This is
behind the
happening.
mask. Of course, he loves some Penta, and it's probably happening for a reason. We'll find out in our predictions. But the IC champion, who should have never been, should still be Dirty Dom. Penta is defending against Ethan Page in the main event of Saturday night's main event. Who do you got winning?
We said it earlier that there's going to be a title change, and this is the match where it happens. Ethan Page is going to leave, where are they? Indiana on Saturday night as the new Intercontinental Champion. And I think the casual fans that don't know who Ethan Page is going to start realizing just how good this guy is. I've been saying it for years. When he was in AEW, he was my shooting star of the week on our previous podcast on multiple occasions.
Goodness.
He was at least a 3-time appearance on the shooting stars of the week.
You only had 3, so yeah.
When we had our 6-hour episodes, they were like AEW pay-per-views. But yeah, Ethan Page, man, he's that guy, and I think we're gonna see how he's done an incredible job so far on the main roster. I think we're going to see just how good he really is. His segment with Michael Cole this past week on Raw was great, where he, handed him the list of questions to ask. It was just good stuff. And I think he's going to win the Intercontinental Championship. I think he's going to cheat to do it. He's going to do it in typical heel fashion, but he is going to 100% leave Saturday night's main event as the new Intercontinental Champion.
I fully agree with you. I'm sorry to all the Penta fans, but when he won it, I said it was a mistake. He hasn't done much with it. He hasn't elevated this title at all. And I love Penta. Just doesn't make sense. Ethan Page is that guy. And I like on Friday night's SmackDown tonight, Ricky Saints had a nice little line where he said something about Kathy Kelly called him a rookie. And he's like, yeah, people think I'm a rookie, but I'm not a rookie. I've been in this game for a super long time. I'm not a rookie. I feel the same way with Ethan Page. Just because these guys come over and they join NXT, they're not rookies, bro. Ethan Page has been on the big stage in AEW. He's done his thing. He's the IC champ, and people respect that dude's name. He is him.
Yeah. And I think, earlier we were talking about no tag teams. I think we got to put Penta and Rey Fenix together.
Yes, that's what they need to do.
It's time to put them together and let them have a feud for the tag team titles. I think it would give the tag division a big jolt. And now there's rumors running rampant that WWE is going to re-sign Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Apparently Enzo was backstage.
Who said it? Oh yeah. Was he?
Yeah.
Was he? And that means they're signing everybody because he was backstage. Now Big
NXT,
Cass is coming.
Yeah.
Everybody's. I know. Everybody's joining, and now all the articles I see too. Not to make fun of you or what you're saying, but it's like Big Cass. Oh, WWE has interest in Big Cass and Enzo. WWE wants Big Cass. Why? Why do they want them? Because he was at an NXT backstage event.
Right.
Maybe meeting a friend. Maybe he's
so stupid.
He's moved up. It's so dumb.
Here's the thing that drives those articles are so dumb because it's like, oh well, the WWE, they want to rebuild the tag division. So what they want to do is like there was that article this week too that they want to. But I'm like, you just fired like 4 tag teams. Like you want to rebuild the tag division? Don't fire the tag teams that you have.
It's because that's not what they said.
No,
that's the problem. It's because we run with people, content creators who run with fake news, and then Sean Ross Sapp, who's like a content creator who runs fake news. All these guys are fake news. Meltzer, we don't have journalists in pro wrestling.
No.
That's the problem. We have content creators. They're all, just because Sean Ross Sapp gets paid a little bit more than Santi does not make him he's not a journalist. They're all
not
content
at all.
creators. That's what they are. Well, Santi's not even a content creator anymore. He does his reaction videos.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like these guys are just that's what we have. And so it's just so I saw that and I just giggled to myself. And then I see 18 people in my FYP like WWE citing Big Cass and Enzo
Amore.
What?
I mean,
Big Cass is still in AEW, by the way.
Yeah.
He's still in contract, but WWE is scooping him up right now. Yeah,
of course. Yeah. I don't think it's happening, but I do think if they did get them back, it would be.
I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just saying
not
it
now.
is not anywhere near happening right now. No.
Yeah.
It's not even
but I
being
do
talked
think
about.
I do think the tag division in WWE needs a jolt, and I think
Mhm.
Penta and Ray Phoenix getting back together.
They should have been together at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would help Ray Phoenix. I think Ray Phoenix, man, like I don't think he's won a match since he's been there. And this
Has
guy
he wrestled?
this guy pinned John Moxley in AEW. So like
Yeah, he did.
Like I thought he was always the better one between him and Penta. So yeah, I think they need to put them together and do something with the tag division. But either way, Ethan Page is leaving Saturday night's main event as the new Intercontinental Champion, and it's 100% deserved.
Yep, here we go. I'm only saying that because I have a Luigi hat on. All right, there it is.
Let's
go. Yahoo! That is our WWE Saturday Night's main event prediction show. And this is the first time I think ever we were 100% together. We didn't even disagree once. That means go to DraftKings if you don't live in California and go put that money on these bets. Because if me and Ryan both think it, it's 100% gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you for tuning in. Continue to like us, subscribe to us, follow us, tell your mamas about us, especially tell your girlfriends about us, because they gonna be wanting to watch. And as always, if you just want to hear me talk, I'm almost at 18,000 on TikTok. I've already passed 5,000 on Insta. Continue to build me up, please. You can hear me at my_wrestling_opinion on all of them. And with me, as always,
it is Ryan Enjoys Wrestling. So go follow me on all the social media platforms. Go follow us, the podcast, on all your social medias as well. We're on X at 2DudesPC, Twitch, 2Dudes_with_attitudes, where we are live tonight doing these Saturday night main event predictions, just so we can get them up. And because it's almost Saturday here, or actually it is Saturday here on my side of the country. Yeah. So we want to get these up as soon as we can. Instagram, 2Dudes_with_attitudes podcast. YouTube, 2Dudes_with_attitudes, and TikTok, 2Dudes_with_attitudes. So go follow us there. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, number one, thank you for all the love and support. Number two, we're in the top 10% of all listened to wrestling podcasts. So help us climb up the ranks, help us get into the top 5%, the top 1%. And the way to do that is to keep showing love and support. Follow us, subscribe to us, leave us 5-star ratings and reviews. Tell everyone about your favorite two dudes on the internet, and don't forget to acknowledge us.
2 Dudes Wolfpack. We out. We the ones.
2 dudes with attitudes. Let's go. It's the 2 dudes and our attitudes ruthless, aggressively speaking. So let's do this. We're Ryan and Denton. They here to get your attention. The 5-star broadcast shit. Start to the ending. Whether it's the E or it's all E. The 2 dudes with the attitudes that bring the heat.